Hello everyone, my name is John Bussard. I'm an HPE Solution Center engineer for Ingram Micro. I help support servers, blade systems, storage, as well as networking technology solutions from HP. In my videos, I like to show you a slide from a popular PowerPoint and then explain to you what that means within a management interface. Today, we're going to continue on our conversation with OneView and its integration with 3-part StoreServ. So OneView is our complete management solution for a converged infrastructure. It allows us to be able to manage compute, networking, as well as storage resources found within the 3-part StoreServ storage solution. And it allows us to do that in a holistic fashion in an easy to use and repeatable and automatable process. So with that being said, let's explore this management interface. Okay, I'm logged into my OneView environment and I'm logged in as the administrator. Now, one of the things I like about this solution is I have the ability to manage as much of the solution or as little of the solution as I want. For example, I'm logged in as the super administrator, I guess you could say, right? But I could divvy out roles and responsibilities within this environment. For example, right, within this view, I get access to all these resources, including the storage resources. But if I go over here and I select users and groups, I can add a user. Let's say we're going to create a storage admin. We'll give him a password. And then we'll divvy out his responsibilities and we'll add him into this environment. And then if I log out and log in as this user, you'll see that I have a more limited view of the environment. And actually I can still select things like server profiles, but you'll see that I can't take any action against them. All right, so let's log back out and log back in as the administrator. So with this solution, I have the ability to manage as much or as little of the 3-part storage solution as I want. For example, if I look at the storage pools, the tiers of storage within my 3-part storage environment, right, I have a certain subset of storage that I can manage. And if you're familiar with 3-part StoreServ, these would be the common provisioning groups that you'd find within the environment, or the CPGs. For example, and if you're not familiar with CPGs, this is just how we spread out our blocks of data within the environment. So for example, this policy, if I selected it, would be on SSD drive in a RAID 6 pattern. And if I selected this policy, it'd be a RAID 6 in a nearline pattern. We could actually look at these within the 3-part management interface over here. If I go down and select common provisioning groups. You can see I have a great many common provisioning groups that I've chosen not to manage within my OneView environment. And the same could be said for storage as well. So if I go over here and look at volumes, you can see that I'm only managing 2 volumes. Right? But if I go into the virtual volumes within the 3-part interface, you can see that I've got a great many volumes. Right? And I can pick and choose what I want to manage within the environment. For example, let's get the 2012 volume. I could add it to be as a managed entity in this environment. Go on over here, selected add, chose the storage system, and then added that resource. You see that it exists. You can see that it's the same volume based on the settings over here. And then if I want to remove that from this solution, go over to Actions and then select Delete, and it allowed me to choose whether I wanted to remove it from OneView itself or OneView in the storage system. Let's remove that. So I could certainly add storage inside this environment. If I go over here, I select Create Storage, give it a name, select my storage pool, and then give it a capacity, right? Or I could create a template and allow that to do most of the work for me. So let's create a template in this environment. So we'll go over here, go to volumes and templates. Let's create a template. And we'll call it our base volume template. We'll select our storage pool. So we'll do a mid tier. And then for the snapshots, I'll put it on a slower tier. And maybe we'll give it about 15 gigs of storage. We'll create. Now I'm not provisioning any storage. Again, this is just a template. So when I go into volumes, right, I could create a volume and then select this template, and that would populate all those resources. So let's click create. Oh, I better give it a name, huh? I'll call it new volume. And there we have that volume created. If we go back over and look inside the 3-par interface, right, we go back and look at virtual volumes, you'll see that that new volume exists. Now it's not exported to any system yet, but it's a volume that we've created within the OneView environment. So let's go back over to our dashboard and look at our server profiles and see how we can use this in conjunction with our servers in our environment. So let's select this blade server here, and let's open up a console to this system. So this system currently has 2 volumes. It has a C and D drive. You can see back here under disk management, we don't have anything hidden in the background. So let's add some volumes to this server. So we'll go over here, we'll select an action, and we'll edit. Right, and certainly I can do all kinds of things within a server profile, like firmware management, virtual connect management, as well as storage management. So certainly I can manage local storage, including the integrated RAID controller, but for this video's purposes, we really want to look at the SAN management. So I'm going to put a check mark in this box. I'm going to add a volume. I'm going to add an existing volume. I'm going to choose that new volume. All right, and let's add another volume as well. And this time, we'll create a new volume. Call it new vol 2. Again, we'll select our storage pool. And the capacity, we'll make it 20 gigs. And we'll select add. So not only did we use an existing volume, we're creating a new volume from within this interface and assigning it to the server. You can see that it's updating the SAN storage now. You can see now we have 2 SAN storage entities over here. I go inside this interface. Let me go back into virtual volumes. We'll see that this new volume exists. As a matter of fact, if I select these volumes, we'll see that they're now exported to this system, and there's 4 paths to the storage system. If we look within the server itself, we can see that we have these 2 new volumes presented in this environment. And then I could bring them online, initialize them, as well as format them. So that's 3-par StoreServ management from within OneView. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please stay tuned for more videos.